I'm Helena Williams, president of Long Island Railroad. Welcome to Penn Station on the 100th anniversary of the station and the 100th anniversary of Tunnel Day. First, let me recognize some of the people who are with us today. Chairman of the New York City Landmarks and Preservation Commission, Bob Tierney. President of Long Island Sunrise Trail Chapter of the National Railway Historic Society, Steve Quigley. Steve, right there. New Jersey Transit VP and General Manager of Rail Operations, Kevin O'Connor. Dave Morrison, also with the Sunrise Trails Historical Society and a former Long Island Railroad employee and a true railroad historian. And Ray Kenny, Long Island Railroad's own Senior VP of Operations. I also want to recognize the U.S. Post Office staff who are providing special cancellation of stamps today to mark this occasion. We are here today not only to unveil this great photo exhibit, but also to remind everyone about the importance of our transit infrastructure. These tunnels, still functioning 100 years after their opening, transformed rail travel in our region and continue today to be a very vital link that connects our region, New Jersey, Long Island, New York City, with the rest of the country via Amtrak. So we have both commuter rail and intercity rail served right here in our region. I can't emphasize enough how important it is that we as a region continue to invest in transportation infrastructure to protect what we have in our transit system and to support future improvements such as the Long Island Railroad service to Grand Central and the subway's 2nd Avenue subway. The Penn Station that we have today continues to serve more than 100,000 Long Island commuters each day, as well as New Jersey Transit and Amtrak customers. The 4 East River tunnels that we share are the same ones that carried the first enthusiastic Long Island Railroad customers to travel through them on this day in 1910. Penn Station opened via the East River tunnels. The Tunnel Day was a grand day of celebration. Construction began in June 1906 and was completed in August 1st, 1910. November 27th, 1910, Pennsylvania Railroad began service from Penn Station through the North River tunnels to the rest of the country. The cost of the terminal, the tunnels, and the yard, Sunnyside Yard, was approximately $114 million, or in today's dollars, about $3 billion. The tunnels made expansion of the Long Island Railroad possible, and today some 100,000 Long Islanders use them each day. Today, Penn Station awaits the completion of New Jersey Transit's access to the Region Core, a project which includes 2 new North River tunnels and Amtrak's use of the Farley Post Office building. I'm very proud today to open this special photo exhibit in this very busy corridor where it will certainly get many opportunities for people to stop and just take a look. The display touches upon the story of the once grand Pennsylvania station as well as our wonderful East River tunnels. Before opening our exhibit, I would like to turn to our guests. It is my great pleasure to introduce a man who has served as chairman of the city's Landmark Preservation Commission for the last 7 years. We are really delighted he could take some time to be with us today. Let me introduce Commissioner Bob Tierney.
Thanks so much. Thank you very much. And you've said a lot about Penn Station. It's one of a kind. It was a brilliant work of architecture, a great landmark, even though it never was officially declared so. At that time, the Woolworth Building was being constructed. Con Ed's at that time, the largest became the tallest building in the world. The Con Ed headquarters down on 14th Street, a New York City landmark. First National City Bank at 55 Wall and Bankers Trust at 14 Wall. All these buildings were being built while Penn Station was being built, and it became a period of enormous growth for the city. I'm honored to be here. I'm honored to talk about Penn Station so we don't forget the memory and tell you that it was not lost and it lives on. And I thank you all very much. Thank you.
I have to pause for a moment and express thanks to Bob. He's been leading Landmarks Commission for many years, and what I do have to note is that there was a wonderful push to ensure that Grand Central was saved. That was probably one of the really important startups of landmark preservation, making sure that Grand Central was preserved. And of course, our sister railroad, Metro North, operates there today. And we look forward to 2016 when we'll bring Long Island Railroad customers to Grand Central as well. So now let me turn to Steve Quigley, a tremendous friend of the Long Island Railroad. He is the president of the Sunrise Trail chapter of the National Railway Historic Society. Steve helped us put together a wonderful celebration for our 175th anniversary as a railroad last year. This year we said, Steve, come on in and help us celebrate our 100th centennial at Penn Station. Steve.
I represent the members of the Long Island Sunrise Trail chapter, as Helena said. We are the National Railway Historical Society. We're approximately 14,000 members. Penn Station truly had it all. Incredible architecture designed by, as was mentioned earlier, the famous firm of McKim, Mead, and White. The incredible number of long-distance trains, Long Island Railroad commuter trains, as well as downstairs in the basement, the subway trains. They all existed in coordination with an incredible feat of engineering as well to go along with this. We did all this to honor a magnificent building as well as all the people who created, worked on, as well as walk through and take the trains to Penn Station every day. Thank you very much for remembering Penn Station. Thank you.
Steve, thank you very much, and we appreciate all your work in helping us put together today's event. Now, for a couple of words about what's coming in the future. That's what's so important to remember, that while we celebrate our past, we need this infrastructure to continue. It remains tremendously vital for our future. And in fact, we have expansion plans, and we now invite Kevin O'Connor from New Jersey Transit come forward and say a few words about what to look forward in the next 100 years.
Thanks, Alina. I'm very happy to be here, and New Jersey Transit is very proud to be part of the tradition of Penn Station. In the future, plans for New Jersey Transit include access to the Region Core, or ARC, which will include another pair of tracks, tunnel tracks into Penn Station, New York, or towards Penn Station, New York, and an adjacent facility within the Penn Station, New York, right here in Midtown. So this will give us access to all of our rail lines for a one-seat ride, other than the Atlantic City line, into Penn Station, New York. So as Helena noted, we've had 100 years now. We're looking forward to another 100 years, and hopefully we'll all be here to celebrate that as well. Thank you.
I have to recognize James Castle and Stephen Victor. They have worked very hard to put together an exhibit that sort of captures the construction and, of course, the magnificence of Penn Station. So I want to dedicate this exhibit to all of the rail workers who helped construct our beautiful tunnel network, as well as today's current Long Island Railroad employees. And I'm pleased to say I've read Ray Kenny here, Senior VP of Operations, who oversees our rail operation on a daily basis. Ray, we've been very busy the past couple of weeks. We've had some challenges, but again, we show that our rail network survives. We come through. We have a strong infrastructure, and we can provide great service to our customers even when we have challenges in the operation. So with that, I dedicate this wonderful exhibit. I invite the public to see it and enjoy it, to all of those employees who helped construct it, and all of those employees today who work hard every day, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, to make sure we provide the best commuter rail service that we can in the nation's busiest commuter rail line. Thank you very much, everybody.